Hi guys, so now we're doing chapter 12, which is making it functional. We're doing functions to make a train. So we have inbuilt functions or built-in functions, which is the get element by ID to string event listener index of. So custom functions, if you can't spell function without fun, then you can't write JavaScript code using functions. So it's all about having fun. So now this function adds a smiley face to any text you give it. Function smiley at the text. So return the text. So this is a function that's gonna add a smiley face. So if you say hi there, smile it hi there, it's gonna give you a smiley face on hi there. And let's do this on our okay. I don't wanna ruin the code that I have already. So now knowing what functions are made of. So functions have a special vocabulary, and that way they must be written and used. So there is a way you define a function, two ways to define a function. So there's function, my function, and then don't forget the braces. And then your statement goes in the curly braces. Then another way, there's let function equals to new function, and then it's almost the same thing, giving the function a head. So now this is a function on its own. So the first part of a function definition is called the function head. So the function head includes the function keyword and the name of the function and the parentheses. So now the body, it's the one that includes the curly braces. Now, how do we call a function? We just call it out by its name, my function. Okay, now defining parameters. Parameters are values that can be included between the parentheses when the function is called. Now we have the text. You can define multiple parameters by separating them with commas. Passing arguments. When you call a function using a value between the parentheses, it's called passing an argument. So this is an argument. In this case, the argument is a string. This is some text returning a value. When you call a function and optionally pass it an argument, this function starts doing its thing. After the function completes its task, it stops running and produces some sort of value. So now you can set the return value. You can reset what the return value is by using the return statement. For example, the following function will always return the number 3000. What's the number? It's going to tell you it's 3000. Okay. To find out or use the return value of a function, you can call the function as part of an operation. For example, to do the math with the result of a function, you just include the function as a normal operand. Now, let the total equals to what's the number plus 80. So when you run the statement, a value equal to return value. So now what's the number already is 3000. So it's going to be 3000 plus 80, which is going to be 3080. Building a function junction. Now we are building the train. So this is the function junction CSS. Now this is just the structure in the how we want our train to look like and how we want it to be. And also the stop button. This is a styling sheet designing. So take a look at each of the selectors. Notice, except for the font family style we have applied to the body element, we are using ID selectors which start with a hashtag. So this is an ID. This is everything here is an ID. We used most of these same styles in previous programs. Okay. Writing the function junction in JavaScript. So now this is comment letting us know what to do with the train. So we have to have an initial value of 250 and the train position, which value is 0, and animation with no initial value. Now we have to do the event to the event listeners for the when we click, so that the train can move, and then when you press the stop button, the train can stop. We also have to create a function speed up. What does this function speed up? It checks whether the train is already going as fast as it can. If not, it increases the speed. So if the train is already moving, stop it and then restart with the new speed by calling a function called frame. Now a function called frame, it repositions the train and check whether the train is crashed. You also have a function to stop the train, which also has a button. Test whether the train is already crashed. If not, stop the train. Function check position. Checks position of the train. So, okay, I've done this already. Let train speed equals to 250. The event listener, when you click, it stops. When you click, the train goes. Also, this one is for the speed, the if statement for the speed. So if the train speed is less than 10, if the train speed is greater than 10, sorry, the train will go faster. And then if it's the next line, subtracts 10 from the value of train speed when it crashes. Now this is the frame function that I was talking about on the bottom, on the top. Next, we need to create the frame function. This function is very similar to the frame function that we used in chapter 7 to animate Douglas, the JavaScript robot. We just need to make a new adjustment, a few adjustments to it for our particular circumstances. Modify the frame function in your function junction program so that it looks like this. So the train position equals plus equals to train.style.left train position. So now it's the function first increases the value of the train position variable. Then it updates the location of the train according to the current train position. After the train has been moved, it makes a call to another function called check position, passes it into a current position variable. So this checks the current position of the train, and then if it crashes, this is when you stop the train. If the train position is greater than 260, you must clear the interval. You must stop the train. So now this is the tracks of the train. Can increase them if you want to. You make them 640 px. See, this is a train, it's moving. And then if you want to stop the train, you stop it. If you want to make it move again, you press it and then it starts moving. It increases the speed as well. You crashed. Okay. So this was our train game.